Experiencing the sunrise here at the Shore Club was so beautiful, I just had to speak with the developer. Stan Hartling is the developer of the Palms, the Sands, and the new Shore Club.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, it's so great to finally
Good to
meet
see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you found the spot?
Yes, I've been enjoying myself.
It was a pleasant surprise today to hear from you.
Well,
Good.
I had...
You found the best spot to do this.
It's obvious that the Palms is a beautiful development, but what kind of returns could I foresee as an investment?
First of all, you have to believe, as we said earlier, that you see the Caribbean as a place that, whether it's 5 years or 7 years from now, intrinsically will have such a tremendous value. Then you want to be able to look at the quality of the property and how it's going to fit you, and that can't be secondary. That really needs to be one of the primary goals. And then the third part of that is, can you provide me with a form of cash flow that will help offset these expenses?
I'm intrigued by the Palms, but I've been hearing about this new exciting project, the Shore Club.
Right. It's a very special project. It took almost 2 years just to accumulate the land parcels for that particular property. And I wanted to sort of evaluate, look back through the last 10 years and say what things have really been the key highlights for people who have invested or people who have purchased in our projects, both from the standpoint of how they've enjoyed the product and what things can create value for them going forward. And so we wanted a site that had almost its own enclave type feel, very organic, very natural, very true Caribbean. We looked at something that we really felt had a lack of ability to be duplicated easily. And this site literally is still only 2.5 miles away, so making it even that much more rare.
I eventually admitted to Stan that I had visited the Shore Club site. Stan is very focused and serious about developing a property that gives the feel of seclusion and exclusivity. I can describe this as if I were alone on a perfect island with 5-star amenities. The nice thing to consider about buying a property from the Hartling Group is that Stan is at the helm. He remains involved through the development to construction and then management of these properties, and of course, he's an amazing host, going so far as to take me up on a lift to see the view of the future property. I began to understand the many ways and multiple benefits of investing here. Ron, Jan, Stan, and Bob all have fabulous opportunities. What I was not prepared for, Mark Franz from Blue Mountain Villas.
We're on the highest spot in Providenciales, approximately 200 feet high above sea level, and we are on the bottom of it on the oceanfront side of Blue Mountain. This is our house that you see down below here, and if you'd like, we can go down and take a look.
I would love to. The house is perfect. It's modern, it's clean, it's open. I like the independence of a villa concept.
We've taken the best of both worlds and given the privacy, seclusion, luxury that you get in a custom villa, and then putting it in a managed community.
It's fantastic. I like this villa. So far I've been looking only at the condo hotel concept, which is further on the other side on Grace Bay. But tell me, how does this villa concept work?
Well, what we do is we let you pick out which lot you like, because as you saw from up on the terrace up top, there's a wide variation in this terrain here.
Right.
And then from that, we work with our architect to come up with the right plan for you.
And I looked at the details. I mean, unbelievable materials that you've used, including this natural, it's the conch shell.
This is one of my favorite things. It is a locally made product by a gentleman named Phil Thompson, who does beautiful custom conch artwork. And we worked with him to come up with a conch paver for around the pools, which is the amazing part about it. It's beautiful, no doubt, and it keeps cool.
So it's not slippery,
Nope,
and it goes harmoniously, perfectly with the water.
Because it came from the water. It's a great thing. And I was really pleased to be able to work with some local craftsmen to do these things.
Well, that along with the windows that you were showing me, the ability to control the breeze and even a hurricane from coming in.
One of the things we did too in all of the designs is that this is what you're seeing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the view
That's the
you want.
artwork.
And it's interesting because there's not much room for artwork because we've got so much open glass that this becomes your palette, and that's what you view all day. And that was important that every room have this.
Why
here.
would you be here and not have that as part of
Absolutely.
your... So do you look after every aspect of the villa, or do you do it, you know, can I have maid service, for example?
There's the whole range of options, just like you would have at a condo. Those are obligatory. You can choose. It's a little more flexible with a villa. Our management does require that all of the exterior be upkept, and that's part of your regular homeowners association requirements. And this includes maintenance of your all your exterior, your pool maintenance, your landscaping maintenance, both on your property and in the common areas, which we've got a lovely beach down on the in the center of the property with a common area, lovely landscaping, little waterfall over there. And so all of that maintenance is included in your homeowner's fees.
Well, I've seen so much here that's going to be keeping me up at night because this is gorgeous, it's beautiful, the climate is perfect, and without a doubt, there's a lot of incentive. I like the villa concept very much. Thank you so much for showing it to me. I'm leaving in a few days, but I'm not done with Turks and Caicos, and I love this view.
Great. Well, we'd love to have you back. We love it here. Obviously, we chose to live here full time. We loved it so much, so we'd welcome you back.
Thank you.
Later in my hotel room, I found some complimentary casino chips. So I got ready and called their shuttle service, and off I go to the Turks and Caicos nightlife.
So where do you go?
Good evening. I understand you wanted to speak to one of the managers. I'm Ed Ramirez. I'm the slot manager here.
Oh, great. So, you know, I was surprised that there was even a casino here at Turks and Caicos. I'm really interested in knowing more about it and knowing what there is to do in Turks and Caicos at night.
You know, we actually get that a lot because for years there wasn't a whole lot to do. There was just maybe Club Med, beaches, that was about it. So now we have casinos. We have two. This is the largest of the two. And then, of course, you've got all the new restaurants. There's not a lot of nightclubs, but there's great dancing, live bands.
Dancing?
Oh,
On the
absolutely.
beach here?
Absolutely.
Really?
Every month on the full moon, give or take a day, they have a party, and it goes well into the wee hours of the morning. It's drinking, it's dancing, it's right on the beach.
It's right on the beach.
Right on the beach, so it's really
That's
excellent. So if you want to dance on the beach barefoot, you do it. If you want to get up on the dance floor, you want to stay. It's just got everything, and you can see a million people you know. If you can excuse me, I'd like to continue our conversation. I just need to set up the poker game, and I'll be back to help you out with anything else you need in just a little while.
Great, Ed. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you in a bit.
The casino, like much of what I have discovered here, was more than it appears. I've concluded that this island is full of opportunities, secluded, beautiful, friendly, profitable, and that's just the beginning.
This vacation has turned out to be much more than I expected. Not only did I truly rest and have peace and quiet, but I was introduced to a wonderful community of individuals who have each brought their own vision of development to these islands. Now it is my turn to make it my island.